swag.
What's going on with y'all, man? It's Nick. Really excited with this video today. I actually got it in the mail yesterday. I like how my picture came out. I was looking nice. Right now, I'm going to talk to you about the visa process in Colombia, and I'm going to talk to you guys about the company that I used. So this is going to be a review of the Langon law firm, and it's going to be a little bit of insight into the visa process in Colombia. In all fairness, I got an M6 visa, so this pertains to like specifically that, but the law company handles like all the visas that they have. So the process that I got was virtual basic, so that's 125. Shareholder cap, that's basically like registering your paperwork with the central bank. Shipping to me in the US, because I did it via the consulate, I didn't do it down there, so that was like $50. Basically, that's some of the paperwork requires like a wet signature, so they send you the paperwork. They basically told me everything I was going to need and sent me the paperwork, signed it. They made my appointment with the consulate, went there, brought all the paperwork. It took a couple of days, just how things like tend to do, like me dealing with like government agencies and stuff. Took a couple days, but it was because of like the agency. It wasn't anything that the firm did, but they gave me all the paperwork. There was no hiccups in terms of me bringing the wrong stuff or anything like that. They prepared me very well for the meeting. The meeting went on without a hitch. It just took them a couple days to process it. Complete scheduler request. This is something that's an add-on and you don't have to do, but this is something that I wanted to do because I've never gone through the process before. And basically, they send someone with you to go pick up your cedula, which is a nice thing for me because I don't speak fluent Spanish, and I don't like, they're telling me to go here, go there. I really don't really know. My Spanish is a work in progress, I would say. So that's something I was like $90. It'll probably save me a good amount of time going there. I can get in, get out, and I won't forget anything. They'll basically hold my hand through the process. I was like, I'll do that. And then this right here is something you probably won't have to pay if you plan your trip properly. This is shipping my cedula to me in the United States, $90 additional that you probably won't have to pay if you plan your trip better, like I said. I didn't know the visa process was 5 days for the cedula to print out once you get down there. So I didn't plan my trip long enough, and it was like the Monday was a holiday, so I wouldn't have been able to go pick it up. But with the cedula process, which I'm glad I paid for it, they will go pick up your cedula, and then I just asked them, if you guys pick it up, can you guys just send it to me, and instead of me having to hurry up, plan like a quick turnaround trip to Colombia. So I was happy about that. It's a little bit pricey, but what can you do? It got to me in 2 days, so I was excited because I really wanted it bad. So for me, process is $449. Go through the same process, plan your trip a little bit better, stay long enough to get the cedula. It'll be $359, and then if you do it in Colombia, $310. And keep in mind, these prices are a little bit higher than what you would have to pay. This is the price to do it in Bogota. My investment that I made with Life of Far is in Bogota, so I initially set it up there to do the process, but that's just why I'm recommending the Langon Law Company, because I guess the base fees include doing it in Medellin. It would have just made more sense to start my trip in Medellin than go to Bogota later. So I did it that way, and they didn't charge me any extra. Like, they could have really double dipped, said, oh, you changed your late change fee or something like that. They really could have double dipped. They just said, hey, you already paid the girl to go do it, so you're on the hook for that, but there's no additional cost for doing that. And I really appreciated that. Juan came, picked me up. He was very cordial, very polite. Took me to go print out my cedula, and we also had to do something a little bit extra. We had to go basically sign like an affidavit that it was okay for him to go pick up my cedula once I found out I was going to pick it up that same day. So we did all that, and they didn't charge me like any extra money for him running around or anything like that. So I recommend the Langon Law Company. And keep in mind that these prices, if you go into like the How to Expat website, like today, you might be able to, I don't know how long they're going to run it, but they have like a deal running right now where you can get 10% off their service, and I actually had to like talk to them to see if possible I can get the 10% off, because basically I paid and then told them I told them about the fee on the back end, so I have to see, like, they said it was okay, but I probably just got to remind them because it's been a couple months. So you might be able to save a little bit additional dollars, do it in Medellin, save some money, and then ask for the 10% off with the deal still running. Just go over to like How to Expat. They have a YouTube channel and they have a deal on there, and that's how I found these guys. They're pretty good. I looked at other companies for what I get. I probably say they're probably middle tier priced, but for me it made the most sense because like the lower price company that I was looking at, I didn't feel like it would work for me because it seems like that's for somebody who, you know, more so knows the country, speaks Spanish. The Langon company, I believe, like the head, Mr. Langon, I believe he like is a Harvard lawyer. So like, the company set up for people who speak English. They walk you through it, and it's like middle tier price. You might be able to find somebody a little bit cheaper. I looked, but it was like, I'd rather, you know, it's like I don't want to get you get what you pay for. So I went with the company a little bit better. Can't recommend them enough if somebody has like the extra bucks to do it, if you're not a do-it-yourselfer. But if you're new, I kind of recommend doing it because the Langon company, because I'm getting an M6 visa, which means that I qualify because of the investment that I made with Life Afar in Bogota, and there was a problem with the paperwork, and they were able to catch that. I wouldn't have been able to catch that until I was down there trying to do the process myself. I was at the consulate trying to do the process myself, and they caught that, and they were able to go back and forth as my intermediary between Life Afar and ask for the proper paperwork, everything that I needed. And you know, the person who I talked to at Life Afar, I believe, is a native speaker of Spanish, so they were able to talk in Spanish, get all the paperwork, get everything I needed, know that like basically some of the stuff that they gave me wasn't going to work, because you know they know basically what's going to work, what's not going to work. Like they're going to say they ask for a little bit of additional stuff. They're like, hey, it's not on the list, but they're going to give you a hard time about it. So that's something they got knowledge of the trade of getting people visas, and that's what I wanted, and they helped me out a lot. I would recommend them. You can get it done for a little bit cheaper than I got it done, but the Langon Law Company, I give them like 5 stars. They did everything they said they were going to do, and I could actually get it done for a little bit cheaper. Happy with that. The visa process in Colombia is kind of straightforward. Just need a lot of paperwork. Sometimes more paperwork than you might need. You also need a blood test. If you don't know that, you gotta get your blood test. I don't know why, but I guess if you get injured or something, the doctors can go in your pocket, pick up your cedula, and see what blood type you are. So that's the only thing that was like a hiccup, besides the paperwork with Life Afar. So I would recommend the Langon Law Company if you can. See if How to Expat still has the deal with them, and let me know you guys' experience with the visa. I found the visa to be pretty simple, straightforward. I did it via the consulate. So if you did it like via in Colombia, maybe drop a comment below and tell me how the process was for other people. But if you basically set your appointment, go to the consulate with your paperwork. They put the visa in your passport, and when you get to Colombia, you got 15 days to like get your cedula. So, or you gotta pay a fine. So it's pretty straightforward. The process was drawn out. It takes like 6 days or so to get your cedula. It takes like a couple of days for them to put the paperwork in the visa, but that's government. And I probably could have got I think I started the process in April, but I didn't bring my trip till August. It was like 6 months for me, but I'd probably say you can get the whole process done in like a month. So you probably can get the whole visa process done in a month, maybe less if you're in Colombia. So this is Nick signing out. Let me know if you guys have done it, and if you guys like Langon, if you're experienced with Langon, if you use another company, let people know below. But this is the prices that I paid, real customer review, and this is what I can offer you. But I'm really excited about my cedula. Like I said, I was looking good in the pictures and everything, and you know, it just gives me something tangible about Colombia, which is why I kind of did this process first. It's like, hey, I got the cedula, I gotta get it in gear to get down there, man. So this is Nick signing out. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Have a beautiful week. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.